Well, hello everybody, and I'm off again. I'm now leaving Walmart. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't run over any old ladies. I didn't even give them a hard time. I actually spent less time in Walmart than I did anywhere else. And you know, it's sad when you go into a store. I went into this store to get stuff for, you know, those mice I talk about, like the Christmas mouse and all of his little kin folks he brought home. Well, I was doing that, and I went where I go to get the stuff to get rid of them little critters, and the back door was open. That's the way I go into this. It's a Western wear shop and feed store. It's called J&E Feed. Well, lady, just go wandering into my truck, why don't you? Poor woman's lost her car. But anyway, so I hope she doesn't walk into me now. Really? She's walked right in front of me. What is... Hey, Mel, yeah, grumpy is the case. But, you know, yeah. Just hit her. I was about ready to. I mean, she almost did hit her because she walked right dead in front. I mean, she walks behind me first. She's going, I lost my car, you know. And then she just wandering around. She's not walking down close to the, you know, out of the drive area. She's walking right down the middle and bebopping around. And then she just cuts right in front of me. Anyways, you know, these old people just get on my nerves. So what I was saying is I went over to get some stuff to get rid of the, you know, do some rat killing, you know. And guys, if I can't see all of your, if I can't read your chats, it's because I'm actually trying to drive and not paying attention. Yeah, come on. Says the old person, yes, right. Oh, good. Oh, I thought she was going to run. I was waiting for that old woman to run the stop sign. Well, she did one of them California stops. She just kind of rolled on through. But being a California stop, she doesn't have to take responsibility. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. That was just wrong with me. But anyways, so I go into this store, and, you know, I noticed they're having some construction work done. I thought, well, they're expanding, or, well, looks like they may have had some roof damage. Well, they did have some roof damage. They'd had a major storm damage, and it collapsed the roof. But I go walking in there, and I noticed that the shelves look kind of empty. And I'm thinking, so their shelves look empty, and there's nobody back at the main place where I go to check out stuff to get feed and stuff. Well, this is funny. So I go meandering. I see lights on. So, hey, 4x4, yeah, welcome to my live stream as I drive down the highway. If I don't catch all of you in chat, it's because, you know, I left a bunch of you guys hanging last time, but I had to catch my cousin because we're having the 70th birthday party on the 20th of January for Judy. And I wanted to catch him so he could tell all the kinfolk down in his part of the world, because we don't see each other very often. But I wanted to catch him. And the funny thing was, is like normal, we get to talking about stuff because we hadn't seen each other. Well, yeah, I'm moving along pretty good clip here. And but anyways, so we get to talking. And I'm getting ready to get in the checkout stand after a while, after we get through BSing and stuff. And I remember I forgot to tell him about Judy's birthday. So I had to go hunt him down in the store again. And this is one of them big, this is Orchland, so it's one of them big, you know, farm and ranch supply stores. So I had to go hunt him down and tell him. So I left you guys hanging on the last live stream I did earlier today. And so I said I'd get back with you on my way home. So I am on my way home now. And, oh, Spike's in here. Hey, brother. How you doing, little brother? Drone shots, hey. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. And part of the reason I'm doing these live streams is because I was really pumped last night by how generous everybody has been and how everybody's gotten on board helping out Jim. And let me tell you, that man was blown away. He was, he was choking up. He really was. And but we want to keep that momentum going. And of course, I'll talk, I'll talk more at length about it in another time. But I just wanted to thank everybody that has gotten on board with that. But what I was trying to talk about earlier was I go into this store and I start looking around, and it looks kind of deserted, but it was open. Finally, I see the lights on somewhere, and I go walking in. I go, hello. The guy says, oh, can we help you? I said, yeah. I said, are you guys shut down? He says, yeah, we shut down like the 1st of November. Oh, I've been going to this store for 30 plus years, probably more than that. Close to 35 years I've been going to this store. But I hadn't been in the last 6 months. Well, I guess in November they decided to go strictly online. And the only reason there was anybody there is because they had some work done because their part of their roof had collapsed from some storms we had here recently. Shows how much I pay attention. And I apologize if I can't see all your chats, guys. But unless you want to see one of them, as seen on TV car wrecks and splatters, I really need to pay attention to the traffic. So, but I did want to do a live stream, and there's one of our fine, upstanding police officers, and he has no clue unless he's actually watching YouTube too. Because I'm talking to you guys on YouTube. And if he is, I hope he doesn't turn around and decide to give me a ticket. Anyways, I digress. Sorry, I'm eating almond toffee because I was hungry. I mean, it's in the 50s out here, but this stuff's melting. But hey, you won't see this on anybody else's channel. But anyways, Mel is in the house, guys. Don't forget, he has his live stream tonight at 7:30. And who knows what surprises he may have cooked up. I don't know. The one surprise is that it's actually going to work for a change. That's the big surprise. But yeah, it's actually Mel's show the other night. He did it in 7:20, and it was 7:40, whatever it was, and it was good. It's perfect. And I even got on there with my green screen and all that, and it still works. So, with luck, it's still working. But, guys, like I said, part of the reason I wanted to do this is because Jim was able to, and he was needing it. He was in desperate. Things were getting a little tight for him, getting pretty rough for him. So the money came just at the right time. So he got set up for it. I set him up for it last night, and he was able to draw down on it today. But we want to keep it going. We don't want to just have it stop it. I'd like to see us hit 5,000. We've got Kelly Shores on board, which is a big thing. And I figure if every single person that is a subscriber of Kelly Shores were to donate $1, well, Jim wouldn't have to worry about working this next year and he could worry about taking care of. Now, for those of you that weren't in earlier, he's going in the 17th of January for surgery. I guess they're either going to remove part of his lung, or they're going to try and remove the cancer from it. So, but it's what they call non-small cell carcinoma, which means it's the slower moving. So his prognosis at this point is We still don't know, but it's better than it, you know. I think he felt a little more sure. And I only know what I know is because it's the type Judy had. And so that's a good thing. For those of you that are interested, I just passed a service station. It's $1.84 for a gallon of gas here in Muskogee. And out on the turnpike the other day, it was $1.75 a gallon. I mean, that's just, I haven't seen those kind of, I don't even remember the last time I seen it that much under 25 cents under $2 a gallon. That's just, wow. But yeah, $1.75 a gallon. So, the only thing I can say is apparently the economy's doing good. And, you know, and maybe the Arabs have decided that they can't bankrupt the American oil companies, and they decided to start releasing oil again. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I am almost home. So I've got things to do, and don't you just love Muskogee streets? I mean, this is like riding a roller coaster every time I go out here. It is so much fun. And but anyways, guys, thank everybody for joining this short live stream. Thank everybody who has participated in getting the news out about Jim Crennan. And as I said, and this is what Kelly said, it doesn't matter if you can't donate financially. If you can think positive thoughts, if you can give him some emotional support, say it, you know, go to his YouTube channel and write something on his last video, you know. Send him an email. I'll get you his email address, and you know, if you guys want to send him an email and just tell him you're thinking about him, that's the kind of stuff. Because let me tell you, I've been through a lot of things and seen a lot of stuff, and that man up until this started, he was on his he was really starting, the depression was kicking in. He felt he'd gotten kicked in the teeth just one too many times. But Mike, I'm just a person. You know, you guys are the ones who did everything. I just knew that he needed some help, and I reached out. And by my reaching out, people like Steve Carpenter, Mel, well, all of you guys have done it. You've all reached out one way or the other, and you know, Mel brought it up to Ken Herron on his show Monday, or on his little short stream that he did Monday night after my show, because I'm not as famous as Mel, so I don't get the big guys like Ken Herron that come to my show. See, Mel's special. I'm just a grumpy old fart, you know. I think they stay away from my show because they don't know what kind of crap I'll start. But anyways, but Ken came and showed his support, and well, yeah, I guess I did. I did hear, and I've actually been in correspondence with Kelly Shores today, and that's one of the things he said was all of us coming together as a community. And you know, he is definitely going to do a shout out on his channel, but I think he's wanting to touch base with his resources and see what he can get done. And he's just not putting lip service to it, guys. He dropped a few fair bob on it, as they say over across the pond, when in helping this out. So Chris Hope, my friend, how are you? I just got through doing some shopping, and I was just fixing ready to shut down shop because I'm home now. But you're only famous to me, Mel? Well, I don't know. You hang with a different crowd than I do. I mean, you're a little closer to Nashville than I am, so you know people who know people. So it's like the shot heard around the community. Exactly. That's what it was. I guess I was just at the right place, right. He wasn't going to ask. He was going to quietly keep it to himself, and he just, you know, I told him. Let's see, we got drone shots on here. We got, who else we got on here? I saw somebody, did somebody say Steve? Jody, drone shots, yeah. And Chris Hope, Steve Carpenter, there you are, my friend. Steve, thank you. Those emails you sent out did some good, because Kelly Shores is coming through for us, my friend. He said that was a good one. I haven't checked my email because I've been busy this afternoon, but I did hear from Kelly this morning because I contacted him. And Steve Carpenter, I owe you a big one on this, because you got the word out to all of you guys. This is all that you guys have done. I mean, I couldn't have done it on my own, and that's just a given. And but let me tell you, Jim Carpenter, sorry Steve, Jim Crennan, that man was touched last night when he saw how much we'd raised over $1,000 in just in a day, really, in just about 24 hours, because I announced it on Mel's show, and by the time, or on my show, I announced it, and before 7 o'clock last night, we had reached over $1,000. And Kelly Shores, he said today that, the biggest thing is that we're giving community support. It's just that in itself, like Jim told me last night, if all he had gotten out of this was $20, the fact that anybody would take the time to even think about him, in this, and he's a very humble man. He does not like to ask for help, and but I got him set up, and things were getting pretty desperate for him, guys, and that money came in at just the right time. And yeah, when the guys, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. But Steve, thank you for reaching out, and reaching out to Kelly, because I could have emailed him, because I'm one of his prime subscribers too, and I could have, or part of his flight crew, but I just didn't know that this was something. But I figured some of you guys are a little more in contact, especially those of you who met him at Spin Up and have had contact with him. I knew you guys could reach out to him. And of course, Mel, you reached Ken Heron the other night when he came on your show, because it's funny that my show had just gotten over, your show starts, and guess what? There's Ken Heron. That just, but anybody comes on my show takes a chance, so. But guys, I want to thank each and every one of you. And Jim Crennan, when I went to set it up for him, I hadn't checked the balance, and when I saw how much was in there, I'm just going, oh my God. And he goes, what? Because he hadn't checked it either. And so I said, you're not going to believe it. He said, what? And so he goes running through the house trying to find his wife to tell her. And when he tells her, she breaks down crying, and I'm hearing it over the phone, and he's choking up. Well, then Judy is sitting there, and I've got him on speaker. She goes, what's going on? What's going on? And when I told her, Judy had tears, and I'm telling you what, there wasn't a dry eye. There were no dry eyes last night for a little bit, because on Thursday Night Live, sweet, because I figure if everybody could just give $1 from these big guys, that's going to sustain him, because that's what he's needing right now, because he's fixing to have that surgery on the 17th. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I can go out doing plumbing after I've had my lungs operated on, a few days afterwards. He's got to be sustainable for, and that's what I'm hoping we can keep this rolling, because, the momentum's there right now, but let's not lose the momentum, and I don't mean financially. Let's just keep passing the word along, because who knows, maybe somebody like Casey Neistat or Neistat, or whatever, however he says it, will hear about it. If anybody knows him, reach out to him, folks. I'm not one for, I'm not one who's, I'm not beneath groveling when it comes to helping out a veteran, and that's the thing. A lot of this is veterans, well, yeah, I found out about his cancer strictly by accident, and he just sort of hinted at what was going on, and I told him a long time ago to, don't hold back, let me know what's going on so I can at least have a positive thought for you. And when he told me, I just jumped on it. I thought, this is something I can do, and I don't take credit for this. This is something the community did. This is just, all I did was start at spinning, and just so you guys know, I have no access to the money. I set it up so it's strictly for for Jim to use as he needs it. And he was, I will just say that he was very humble in his thanks and very, very choked up by it. And I was emotionally moved by it just to hear him. And it's a hard thing to hear a guy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was one of those things that he needed it. You know, he needed the help when he got it in. Guys, number one in my books, all of you out there, all of you all did this. And let's just keep the momentum going. Steve Carpenter, thank you. Mel, thanks for reaching out to Ken in the first place. And Steve, thanks for following it up and, you know, coming in behind with the letters and the emails. And just let's keep it going, because we really got to keep this going, because he's going to, hey, Thomas O'Sullivan, good to hear from you. I was just fixing to wrap it up because I'm sitting here at my house now. And I got stuff to take in. I need to check on Judy and get us something to eat, because Mel's got a show at 7:30 Central Time, and I want to watch it. And well, I know, Mel, but I feel it. And these thanks are not just these thanks aren't just from me. They're from Jim Crennan. He wants to put together a video, but he wants to get where he's in the right place with himself, you know, when he gets ready to sit down and do that. And right now he's just, you know, he's just getting by right now. And but I told him that I would be happy to pass on his thanks, and let me tell you, it was just watch it, hell. So I take it I'm going to be co-hosting again. I hope so. You know, I enjoy it, obviously. I have a front row seat. Good. All right. Well, that being said and done, I need to go in there and start getting ready and get my whiskers trimmed up a little bit, my makeup on, so I don't look like I'm yeller anymore. I don't know what that was the other night, because I checked it yesterday and it was fine. But guys, I'm going to call this the end of the show, and I will see you all on Mel's show tonight, 7:30 Central Time, 400 AGL. If you don't know, be there or be square, folks. To each and every one of you, from Jim Crennan and his wife, who is just a lovely person. Mel can attest to that. And from Judy and I too. I want to give you a big salute. I want to give you a big thank you and a big thumbs up from the Grumpy Vlogger, and every one of you that has helped out, all of you that have even if all you've done is said a prayer or gave positive thoughts or sang kumbaya, it doesn't matter. Everything helps. It's the community, and we've done it, guys. We are on the way to helping this man, and he's a veteran and he deserves it, you know. And I will catch each and every one of you later on Mel's show. And so I am the Grumpy Vlogger, and this, guys, is a salute from my heart to you guys. Thank you. I'll see you later, guys. See you on Mel's show, folks. Thank you, Steve. Absolutely. Later, guys. I'll see you on Mel's.